last night on the Bachelor finale.
And I feel so lucky to be loved by you.
I feel like I have that with you. I feel like
You do?
this is hard for me. But I'm not your person.
When did it change?
It's not about me. It's hard for me.
It's all about you.
But this.
Yeah, you're different than I thought.
Well, we did it, folks. We made it a whole 9 episodes. Because apparently, if you're production, what do you think is the appropriate amount of episodes to tell a love story?
9-9!
9-9!
Yeah, not sure if I agree with that one. But alright, bring it in, everyone. This was a 3-hour finale that didn't really need to be 3 hours. Like, they made the season too short, but the finale too long. However, the second half is where things get really juicy. Not to mention, it's also where I got the most excited I've been all season, and not for anything that happened in the actual finale, but for the new info surrounding the Paradise announcement. So we're really gonna try to zip through the first hour and a half to get to the good stuff. Now, like most finales, this one starts off with the Meet the Family dates, where the final 2 will be meeting Grant's mom, dad, and sister, starting with Litia. And right now, if you followed the season, you might be thinking this is a home run for Litia, because her and Grant have shared I love yous, however, the same can't be said with him and Juliana. Then to have Litia coming in, expressing that love, her willingness to compromise on moving, her desire to have kids and to provide Grant the family life he wishes he'd always had, I mean, things seem pretty locked in.
I want my kids to learn from... I want our kids. Sorry, jumping the gun a little bit.
That's
sorry.
okay. That's what a mother does. Mother takes control. It's fine.
I would
But I understand
love
what you're saying.
for them.
But on the flip side, Litia wants a family, and her timeline is in about 2 years, which is suddenly a little quick for Grant.
She said, she wants to start trying within 2 years. My whole 20s, I played basketball, and I traveled, but I didn't get to really experience and enjoy my life. The next 3 to 4 years, I really want to experience life and travel with my partner.
Then it's Juliana's turn, and she comes in and expresses to Grant's mom where the two are at in terms of their I love yous, which starts off concerning.
Do you love my son?
Okay, so, Grant and I have not told each other we love each other.
But this then transitions into mom telling Grant that if Juliana is not able to say I love you to him, and in turn him to her, he needs to walk away from Juliana. But apparently Grant is feeling it, and he decides to put it all out there and tell Juliana first.
I've been waiting to tell you that I do love you, and after today, I can feel that.
So with that, and with everything else today, Juliana now feels like it's not just one sudden moment that's led her to feeling love for Grant, it's been everything everywhere all at once, which she also watched on demand last night.
After meeting your family, it's not like one in particular moment that just gonna hit me. I think I've known that, I love you too, and I want it to be you and I.
So with that, Grant's now really in a pickle. What's he going to do now that he's in love with more than one person? So for some proper analysis on that particular issue, Jesse Palmer brings out Charity, Clayton, and Golden Gary? Really? This is all you could muster up? I mean, Charity, okay. But Clayton and Golden Gary told everyone and their mothers they were in love with them, and if you're wanting advice on what to do when you're in love with multiple women, Clayton is probably the last person you'd want to ask, given how he bungled that situation. But, I mean, go off, Jesse Palmer. You want to just stir the pot? You go ahead and do it. But as we then head back into the last chance dates for our final 2, the storyline here is basically, is Grant cool with the timeline Litia has for kids, even though every time he brings up something that could be an issue, Litia just says,
I'll compromise on everything.
And then with Juliana, it's, has this come on strong enough at the right time, or did their connection arrive a little too late? I mean, they just said I love you to each other. So Grant is wondering if she's even ready for an engagement. Well, she says yes, so now Grant's having an even harder time deciding. So he decides to sit down with his dad, who Grant has had this big emotional time with, as Dad gushes over the man Grant has become, despite his dad's issues with drugs. And Grant has come to him for help. How on earth am I going to make this decision between a 31-year-old woman who would be there for me no matter what, and another woman who's, more fun? Which, by the way, are his words, not mine.
I have a woman who's 31 who knows what she wants and who would be like there for me no matter what. And I have a woman who also loves me. Our relationship is more fun.
And as the time winds down, as Grant picks out a Neil Lane ring, as everyone gets ready, as Grant arrives at the final roast ceremony, as the rain comes down, as the day starts losing hours, Grant is still trying to figure out what he's going to do. Even with Jesse Palmer saying the ladies are on their way, I need to know who to send out first, Grant's just there going,
I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
Eventually, Grant makes his decision, which I'm praying did not involve a secret coin flip behind the bush. And so, they send out the first car. So, Litia arrives first, which in this franchise means she's about to get dumped. She tells Grant she's ready to get engaged, he has her heart, but when Grant goes...
This is hard for me.
Litia goes from time of her life to darkness. Like, after all this, Grant is now saying he's more in love with someone else? She's wondering, is this real, or is this just a... spooky Mormon hell dream? Well, Litia asks, when did it change? He told her this was it. Grant, however, says nothing changed.
And I hope you don't view me any differently, and I hope that I...
Well, I do, for sure. Go on now.
Oh my God!
It's not about me. It's hard for you.
It's all about you. Go on now.
Wow, Grant's got her so shocked, she busted out a new accent.
Go on now.
So Litia feels like this has been a big switch up. She's confused, she's sad, and she's mad. And as we take things back into the live studio where they bring the two out to see each other for the first time since the breakup, she says Grant completely misled her. Not just in saying he loved her or in telling her he was excited to get engaged like the day before.
And saying, oh my gosh, we're getting engaged tomorrow. And he said, I know, I can't wait. I love you, I love you, I love you.
But in everything he did from way early on in the season. Like, leading up to the final rose ceremony, he talks about the timeline on kids being an issue, but she says that she was really upfront about that from like one of their first dates. And then on that one-on-one where they called her mom, apparently Grant told mom that Litia was it. They could stop the show right now. And every time Litia would say, whoa, whoa, let's pump the brakes, you don't need to make these grand promises so early because she knows what she signed up for, he would double down.
And do you remember what you said? My mind's not gonna change. You were scared that if you didn't tell me how you felt, that I was gonna leave. And you couldn't stand to lose me.
So Grant apologizes to Litia and talks about the difficult situation, but I really just think he made the mistake of locking onto Litia too early. And a lot of leads do this. Latch onto one person and decide early on so as to protect themselves and their future relationship. But then there was that whole lone wolf thing in Juliana's date, and it sort of swept Grant's expectations away. And as we entered the end of the season, Grant got stuck between his early commitment and his new feelings for Juliana. So while Litia states that she doesn't think Grant is a bad person, she also says,
and I think, I'm excited for this to be the last time that I talk to you about this.
And we then move into Juliana's arrival at the final rose ceremony, where I wonder how much she knew at this point. Like, she talks about feeling broken, like she mentioned before, and not knowing if she was deserving of love, all while there's a chance this guy's about to break up with her. I wonder if the extra delay made her believe she was arriving second and getting engaged, because contestants have mentioned knowing the outcome based on the time of day and the production schedule. Either way, Grant tells Juliana she's the one, and out comes the ring.
Juliana?
Yeah.
Will you marry me?
Yeah. A million times, yeah.
Well, looks like the wolf pack is complete, and so they bring out Juliana into the studio where, yes, These two are still together, and the families are excited for all of them to meet out in the open. Although some people do seem to think that Grant's sister is not looking too pleased about this whole thing. Jesse Palmer then announces that these two are headed to Italy at the Bachelor's expense, which I guess is a part of their couples retention program. And finally, we have Zoe come out, where Jesse Palmer asks her to join Bachelor in Paradise, but that's not the big exciting Paradise news I was talking about earlier. No, instead, it's this.
So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your newest and first ever Golden Bachelor in Paradise cast members.
Yes, some of the Golden cast members will be on the beach, including Gary and Leslie here. Although I thought there were rumors that she was dating Jordan from Jones' season, but I guess that's not a thing anymore. But okay, we don't know the details, however, apparently there will be Bachelor and Golden Bachelor contestants on the beach at the same time. If I had to guess, they'll be in separate dating pools, but all on the same beach, and I, for one, can't wait. Honestly, this was the most excited I've been all season, which is kind of sad. So please, please don't mess this up, Bachelor people. Give us some time to really see things play out, and when the moment comes where you tell us how many episodes you're planning, just whatever you do, don't say
99! 99!
So that's it for this recap of The Bachelor Season 29 finale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts on the finale in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
And I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.